Good to see you back. How you going? You're with Max. This is Cold Alias. Yeah, it's been a little while since I did another video. The last one was an update. I was basically just telling you guys how we're shifting out of here very soon, and we're still here, but we've only got a few weeks left. We did find a house. Good and bad. I mean, the bad side is there's no shed. I mean, here in this place I've got this beautiful big shed. The new place we're going to I don't. So beggars can't be choosers, you could say. But if anyone knows anything about Australia at the moment, there's a pretty serious housing crisis. So as you can imagine, looking for a house is a little bit like winning lotto or lottery. You know, you go and look at a house and it's, you know, about a dozen other people there. So we've been looking at houses, and we were pretty lucky to find one. So what that means is my video channel and my airbrushing business, I've kind of putting everything on hold. You know, I sort of thought we'd be done and dusted with the shifting process, so I haven't sort of done a lot. And now that we're moving into the new house soon, in a few weeks, this business here and my airbrushing everything is going into my friend's shop, Coots, as you've seen on other videos. He's sourcing a sea container, so that'll be pretty good. That means when I see customers, I can basically use his shop front. He's a really good dude, Coops. So anyway, what I'll do is when I when the sea container arrives and we start decking it out and getting it ready for my airbrushing, I'll video that for you guys so you can see what's going on and check progress. Videos are going to continue regardless. I do have places I want to see, but I mean, honestly, the last few weeks or the last month, I've just had so much on my plate. I've got a friend in hospital at the moment. Used to help him panel beat and restore cars for years, and he's got pretty bad. He got the big C. And I think he's probably only got, you know, days if not a week left. So me and my friends have been going up and sitting with him, keeping him company. Seems to be a lot of that at the moment. You know, what could it be? Anyway, I don't want to get banned. I don't want YouTube to give me the flick, so I've got to, you know, watch what I say. But anyway, I've been sitting around in between sort of, you know, just frustrated because I'd rather be busy airbrushing. So I thought, well, before we shift, I'll try and squeeze in one more video. So that's what I'm doing here today, having my morning cuppa. And so anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm going to start another portrait picture. You remember I did one of Derek Barry, and also I did one of Tony Angelo, and I've sent that off, and apparently he's only just got that, so it's going to be in that series. So I'll show you who I'm doing. So that's David Freiburger, for those who don't know who it is. He had the show Roadkill. He was with Finnegan for many years, and I've always been a fan of those guys. So I thought I'd do like a portrait, one of those sort of cartoon-like portraits with the hot rod and the guy up the top of it with the big gear stick, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing. Now I've got my canvas there. So there's the canvas. Now I started sketching in his Camaro. It's got a little bit to go first. I really want to sort of refine that and get it penciled in first. But anyone who's seen his show, he's got a yellow Camaro called the Crusher Camaro. And basically because he saved the car from the Crusher years ago, bought it, and he's sort of hung on to it ever since. So I'm going to do the picture of, I've got the David Freiburger there, and down below will be his Camaro, as you can see. So that's that, and so I'm gonna do this one, get this video done. I'll see how I'm going, if I do another video before we shift or not, I'm not sure. Basically I'm waiting for a dude to move out of the other house that we're meant to move into. Then I've got to pack all of this up in the house and everything, blah blah blah, all that bullshit. Don't you love shifting? So anyways, I'll be back into the videos once we're in the house. I've got a lot I want to do, and of course, as I just said, I'll take you guys along to see setting up my next workshop. But anyways, I think that's all I was going to say. So let's get into the artwork anyway. progress. What do you reckon? Still got a lot to do. Got obviously a lot of shading. I've got to do the engine, the blower, and of course, last but not least, I've got to do David Freiburger. So still heaps to do, but pretty happy with that. Here we go, another update. So progress on David Freiburger. Well, actually, I made a stuff up on his hand. I've got to fix that. So at the moment, I'm not too worried. I've just been sort of going around and sharpening edges, fixing the yellow, bit of light reflection, put the engine in, or the blower. What else have I done? I added blue in the background. I've still got to do the blue around this area here, and the gear stick, I have to refine that, so I'll do that when I fix his arm and his hand. A couple of little bits on his face I sort of had to spot up as well. That's what you do when you sort of progress through. You just walk away for a bit, grab a cup of tea, come back and see if you can pick over and find any little bits that are not so good. But she's coming along pretty good. I'm going to do down here flames coming out of the exhaust, and I'll do like a little bit of grey for the ground. And where his finger's pointing, he's not given the finger, by the way. I'm going to have the word roadkill So anyone who knows David Freiburger know that David Freiburger and Finnegan both did the Roadkill series. So I'll have Roadkill up there, and I'll do David Freiburger and Crusher Camaro in there. So we're getting there, getting a good bit of progress, I reckon. Any comments, chuck them down below. I do read the comments. there you have it. What do you reckon, guys and girls? Put any comments down below, tell me what you think. So that's another one done. So I've got to pack this up and send it off to David, pending getting his postal address, of course. But anyways, I'm hoping to get one more painting done after this one. So I've got something planned, and I want to paint someone else over in America. So yeah, times are ticking. We've got to shift out very soon, which means I've got to pack the shed up. But if I can squeeze one more painting in, that'll be really good. That brings us to the end of another video. Now, as I just said, put your comments down below because I do read them all. What do you think? As I was saying, I want to squeeze in one more painting. I think I can do one more before we shift. So we've got about 2 to 3 weeks before we've got to pack up and move. And as I said at the beginning of the video, my workshop here is going to go to my friend Coops' shop. So I'll video setting up my workshop there, and I'm going to keep the videos rolling. It's just when I say I've got one video or maybe 2 left, I'm talking about in this place. So anyway, please subscribe. You're helping my channel to grow. See, that's my sign behind me there. And give me a thumbs up if you like the video and you want to see more. And of course, there will be a lot more videos coming, so hang in there. Anyway, I'll see you on the next